Welcome back to Tree of Tranquility, everybody. It's the first day of summer, and we have an event. Good morning. You don't look well. Are you feeling sick or something? So we're gonna go to the clinic. Interesting. What do you think? Is she alright? Oh, there's nothing to worry about. In fact, you should celebrate. You two are going to have a baby! Yay! Finally! Just eat right and get plenty of rest and everything will be fine. That's why you've been eating so much. I mean, I love to eat anyways, but I guess that gives me an excuse. A baby! Wow, I'm delighted. You're gonna be a father! Yay! We're having a baby! I can't wait to see our very own baby. Aww. Is it bad that I'm, like, way more excited for my virtual farmer to be having a baby than I would get excited in real life for someone to have a baby? I don't know. Maybe there's something wrong with that picture, but I'm pretty excited. I've been waiting forever for that announcement. I thought it came a month after you got married, but no. You will get your pregnancy announcement exactly 2 months after you get married. So there we go. We're just waiting for the bun to cook in the oven, and we'll have ourselves a baby soon, which is great. You can see here out on the farm that our goat is now fully grown, so we can now milk it. And we're still waiting on the horse. Little Biscuit here still has a little bit of growing to do. But it's been about half a season. The goat took about half a season to grow, and so by the end of summer, the horse will definitely be grown up. I still haven't replaced my silkworm. I've thought about it just because it feels really weird to just have the two. I'm so used to having 3 that it just throws me off. I immediately pick up the food and go to the left before I realize that there's no longer a silkworm there. I feel a little bit still like I'm in mourning, it's just too soon to buy another pet, you know? Mind you, I don't really get too attached to my animals in Harvest Moon, but it just still feels very empty and very weird. Like, I'm not too upset about the animal, like, himself. It's really disrupted my whole routine, you know? It just doesn't feel quite right. But I would like to get maybe 1 or 2 more silkworms. I was meaning to get another one anyways, so I may be picking up another silkworm or 2. I'm gonna take Candace off of my tracker. It's kind of driving me crazy to see her face on the bottom of the screen there. And while we're here, I guess we can check to see how our friendship is with the cat. You can see we have 4 hearts, so again, it's a very slow-going process. I've been giving it 2 pieces of breadfruit per day, and I feel as if I've still been very steady with that. However, it is a very slow-going process, and we still don't have it as a pet, technically. I think we need 1 or 2 more hearts in order for that to happen. And we haven't really checked on the rest of the animals in a while, but as you can see, everyone is healthy, everyone is happy, and that's about all there is for that. I haven't really done any prep for the summertime. Normally, I would clear off my field and I would start tilling the soil and planting my seeds and things like that, but I didn't bother. I don't really know that there's anything I want to grow in summer. At this point, I absolutely do not need money for anything, really. I can't really think of anything that I need to buy aside from maybe changing up my house's decor a little bit more, paying for the rucksack to be done if I ever get that shining yarn, although that might even be free if I supply Shelly with the stuff. It would be really nice actually if you had the option just to pay for it, sort of like how you can pay for the tools. If you don't have the ore available to upgrade the tools, you can just buy the upgrade if you want to. Because at this point in the game, I'm really pessimistic in thinking that I'll ever be able to get a shining cocoon, and it would be very nice if I could just buy it from Shelly, but unfortunately I cannot. There may or may not be some things I could buy for my kid down the line, but again, I've purchased all of the land, I've got all my tools, I've cleaned out all the flea markets, I cleaned out Dale's shop, I've pretty much cleaned out the general store. I've almost got what I need done for all the cooking recipes. I've bought all the unique food items from all of the different stores. So I've bought all the grilled fish from On the Hook. I've purchased all the food and drinks from the inn, the medicine from the clinic, and I've even gone over to Toucan Island and I've purchased what Samson is selling. So I have very few goals left in this game. I mean, I could grow stuff, hypothetically, if I wanted to, just to pass the time. I'm gonna have to look to see if there's any ingredients I need for more cooking, and grow those and pick those up if possible. But aside from that, it kind of feels like I could go through my days a lot quicker and just skip through time and get the rest of this Let's Play done if I just had less to do. I'm trying not to just wake up and then go right back to sleep. I'm still trying to find some enjoyment in the game, but I'm honestly just kind of running out of ideas. There's just very little that I am able to do. I'm trying to fill out my fishing log as well, but the problem with fish is they're seasonal and they can be very tricky to catch depending on what condition you need, if you need a weather condition or it needs to be a certain season or a certain time of day. My mining ledger is all filled out. I didn't really do much at the end of spring. For those last couple of days of spring, I skipped past the animal festival because once again there really was not much for us to do. And the only big major piece of news really was that the goat grew up. That was the major thing, and then of course the pregnancy announcement, which I'm very excited for. And I am not entirely certain how long it's going to take that baby to fully develop. I'm gonna have to look it up. I'm gonna guess and say it will take a month, but then again I thought that I would become pregnant in a month and the baby would be delivered a month later, but I was wrong about that. So it is quite possible that I am wrong about that, and I'm gonna have to look that up. So I've got some things in my rucksack here I should sell. I can also turn the goat milk into cheese and into butter as well. So I'm gonna have to do that in order to get the goat milk cheese and goat milk butter added to my list of goods. So I figured I'd take you inside. I still decided, just for fun, to stick with this ridiculously pastel-y kind of house. Again, not a huge fan of the color, but I thought, hey, you know what, it's a little bit out of the norm, but I just kind of had fun with it. I have so many different things to actually decorate with that I just kind of went all out, and I think I did a pretty nice job, I have to say. The bed kind of matches the table, and the chairs also sort of match what's over here, so this corner's all sort of matching. It all kind of goes well together. There's a bit of dark to offset the light I have some of the pink cooking utensils, but not all of them. And I do think that both of our fridges look quite nice here as well. And I did change a little bit of the decor upstairs as well. I don't come up here very much, so I didn't change a whole lot. But basically, I went ahead and I just swapped out my phone for something that was a bit more suiting to the rest of what is here. This is my wardrobe. So instead of my little tiny wooden dresser, I went ahead and I just swapped it out for this larger one. And the outfits don't change, nothing changes. It's all still the same stuff that I have available. It's simply a purely cosmetic change. And then this as well is just something I've changed. This is the cabinet. So instead of my little tiny red and wooden toolbox that I've been storing downstairs and I've been using pretty much the entire game, I decided to move all of my items into this cabinet and put it upstairs. It has less space, I feel, than the toolbox, but I'm not keeping a lot in here anymore. I'm keeping some of the stuff I need for the rucksack upgrade that I may or may not get one of these days. Extra tools, the Seedling of Hope, which I've almost completely forgotten about when we eventually want to actually finish the story. And I guess I should take these out. Sometimes I get lazy and I don't make these into yarn all at once, and so I just store them, but I might as well take them out and put those through the maker. So it is a little bit more barren up here. There's just kind of less furniture that I actually want to put up here, and it's very, very white. So it's a little bit more boring up here. I kind of like the way the downstairs works a little bit better, but I don't come up here very often. And again, this was just something I sort of did for fun. I thought I'll have the pink house with the purple carpets for a little while, and I'll see if it grows on me, and if not, then we can check out the other designs that Dale has available for us. I'm going to give Taylor a quick call, and I will also call Souffle Farm, I guess, and we'll just do a quick run through of what sort of seeds they have for this season, because like I said, I didn't even bother to look. So it looks like we are going to be able to grow tomatoes, corn, onions, watermelon, begonias, and sunflowers, as well as lilies. That's all that Taylor has anyways. So we actually have a really, really wide selection of stuff in this season. A lot of really beautiful flowers, lots and lots of nice crops. Oh, I did not mean to do that. I meant to hang up on you and call your mother. And I'm sure that Ruth will probably have something that he does not have, so let's give her a call, since I'm lazy. Oh, we don't deliver, so come and shop. I guess I haven't tried to call her, so that backfired. I thought, oh, I won't have to go to your shop. I can just, call you on the phone and you can tell me what you have. It would be nice if they would just go through the inventory. I know they don't deliver, but I mean, they could just tell me what they have available, but I guess Ruth's not going to do that, so guess I will have to do that myself. Might as well. I haven't taken my ostrich out for a little while, so we'll take Ollie out here and give her legs a little bit of a stretch. And hopefully by the next time I update everybody, we will be able to ride our horse, and we can take our horse out and see what that's like. I don't imagine she's got anything that's terribly different from what her son carries, but generally speaking, she's always got one or two unique crops that you can only buy from her, and of course Taylor has unique stuff that you can only buy from him. So in order to get the full scope of what is available, you sort of have to go to both places and have a look. Ruth, for example, has the honeydew melon seeds, which Taylor definitely did not have, so that's probably the most expensive thing you can grow in the season, and you can only buy it from her. I also do not recall him having pansies or pink flower seeds. So she's got 3 unique crops here that you can grow in the summertime. And then of course Taylor does not sell crops, but his mother does. So if you're just looking for something very specific that you just want to have for a gift or for a cooking recipe, you know, there's certain things that you can buy here. Certain things you do have to grow and you cannot buy from her. But it's always just good to get a bit of a reminder of what is available for those of you who are playing along. Now, when I was upstairs in my house, I realized that I forgot to put a bookshelf back in. And I think the reason I didn't put a bookshelf back in was just because there really wasn't any bookshelf that was sort of a nice color that goes with what I have in terms of decoration. But I would like to put the bookshelf back in because I think it would be good to sort of just review my stats. I have gone ahead and I've shown off the cooking stuff that I've done recently, but I want to actually have a look because I'm curious myself as to how it is I'm doing with things like fish and animal products and things like that, because I haven't checked those stats in a very, very long time. So I'm going to head back to the house now, and I guess the last thing I'm going to do is just check the calendar and once again just get a good refresher as to what we might be looking into in terms of festival for the summertime, because I know there's at least one romantic festival that's going to be sort of unique now that we have a spouse. So what do we have for summer? We have the Ocean Festival, and we have the Firefly Festival. So that's going to be our only unique festival in terms of things that change. The Ocean Festival is going to be the same as it is every year. I'm fairly certain. We may or may not be able to actually watch fireworks with Chase. I'll have to see if anything changes. But if not, the Firefly Festival could be interesting because we have a spouse this year, and so we're not going to be able to take another date, and we'll see if the dialogue with him changes at all. And my birthday is at the end of the month, and then hopefully my baby's birthday will be coming up soon. And then by the time that rolls around, if it is next month, we'll be over halfway done through another year already. Time sure does fly. And again, for those of you who maybe missed a video or two, I just want to remind you that because I'm kind of running out of things to do, the updates are more and more sporadic. I will probably skip a week or two. It really just depends on if anything happens, if I have anything to update you guys on. And if I do, and when I find something to talk about, I will definitely be updating you all. Hopefully I can find something interesting to keep your guys' attention. Thank you all so very much for sitting with me for 70 parts of this LP, and I hope that it will continue to entertain until it comes to its end. Thank you all so very much for watching, and I hope that I will see you next time.